After watching that, I just have one question. What happened to my hair? That was really remarkable. Thank you to the Texas Exes tonight. I'm simply humbled deeply and profoundly by this important award, and it will most certainly challenge me to do even more in the future to honor the legacy of the great alumni who have received this award in the past and the amazing group of people who are the co-honorees this evening. Of course, I want to thank my wonderful and supportive family and my great friends who came from Washington and New York and Los Angeles and many parts of Texas to be here this evening. And this evening, I am here to bear witness on the issue of how a single public institution, in this case, the University of Texas, can transform the life of one individual. When I arrived in Austin, Texas, I literally had never been on a plane in my life, and today I seem to live on them. In 1978, the curtain opened on a whole new world with actors who had a deep impact on my life. Imagine being introduced to the world of politics and economics by Elspeth and Walt Rostow, who taught me about the complex, complicated, and interdependent world in which we lived. And to John Trimble, who returned my first paper with a big C at the top and said, "You have a long way to go." In one semester, I did travel far, and I'm happy to say that John and I still communicate about what it took for me to get an A in his Writing with Style class. Imagine seeing ancient Greece and Rome through the eyes of Carl Galinsky. That was a privilege. And meeting the great social scientist John Butler and Almitras Duren, who told me about a man named Heman Sweat, and who reminded me that we first-generation African-American students who came to the university were very privileged, and of the struggles that it took to make our admission possible, and that we must fulfill a vision of excellence in everything we did. The University of Texas generated my love of the arts. The first performance of the New York City Ballet I saw on this campus. Today, I'm on the board of trustees of the New York City Ballet, and when I'm sitting in my seat at Lincoln Center, I'm often brought back to seeing the Ballantine Company for the first time on a $5 student discounted ticket. But how can I say thank you to Shirley Bird Perry and to Margaret Berry and to Susan Claggett, who at the Texas Union taught me that being a leader is not about just sitting at the head of the table, but bringing out the best in those around you. And to Roy Vaughn and Susan Kessler and Lowell Leberman and Maylene McCullough, who nurtured me in so many ways during my undergraduate years. And I have to also recognize the great counselors at the UT Financial Aid Office who seem to find every available scholarship for this very needy student. And how do I thank my former roommates and friends who I met at the university and who changed my life. Many of the people I met were certainly from different backgrounds than me, but welcomed me into their homes and their hearts. Many of these people I've been at your weddings, godparents to your children, and you have made David and me extensions of your family, and for this we're very grateful. And finally, of course, a very special thanks to David and to my mother, the two people who bring me great joy, laughter, and an occasional migraine, for being the pillars of my life in many ways and making this journey so great. I stand on your shoulders and the shoulders of many of you here tonight and am most humbled by this honor. Thank you very much.